Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Last we left off, we placed the Lord Vessel. Went over to Frampt, gave him the go-ahead to take us to the altar. We placed the Lord Vessel, and then he gave us our next step, which is to collect powerful souls to fill the vessel. Wants us to get souls from Gravelord Nito, Witch of Izalith, the Four Kings, which we already got, and Seath the Scaleless. So now he wants us to go find them, kill them, get their souls, bring it back. The usual. So, and then after that, we went down to the Abyss, where Kath had nothing to do with us. He wanted nothing to do with us because since we placed the Lord Vessel with Frampt, he's like, traitor, he's deceiving you, he doesn't want anything to do with us, and he'll wait for the true Lord of Man, and that he dipped out. Back to the Abyss where he'll wait, I guess. So, and then after that, went down to Blighttown in the swamps, where we talked with Quaylana, who asked us to put her mother out of her misery, the Witch Izalith. And then we found Laurentius of the Great Swamp, who hollowed. He went down to the swamp to find because we showed him a primal pyromancy that, he was like, oh my god, that's really cool. I should go and find it, or find more of that. So he went down, tried to find, I'm guessing Quaylana, but either he couldn't find her or he succumbed to the dangers of the swamp. All the enemies, the poison, all that stuff. So anyway, he hollowed. We put him down. And then a bit further down was Siegmeyer. Siegmeyer was down there as well. And I'm guessing he's going down into Izalith, maybe. But he got trapped in the swamp with not enough antidote, so he asked us for some. We gave it to him, and he gave us the Pierce Shield. The shield he was using, basically. It's a ground shield with a big spike on it. So he should moved on. He should be moved on after that. And then after that, went into the Great Hollow. The big tree that leads down to the Lake of Ash, or Ash Lake. And I do apologize. It's not. I didn't quite remember where all the Crystal Lizard was at the time, but I just kind of ended up dropping down to most of the chunks on the branches. And we made our way down. So again, apologize. There are 10 Crystal Lizards there. I did go back and find them. So, well, actually, I cheated a bit, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So, made our way through the hollow. Some basilisks, the Crystal Lizards. I do remember where. And at the bottom, we found more mushroom people. They don't drop anything, so it's like they're not worth fighting, but they're also really strong. I went back and I checked. The big guys have like 2,000 something health, like almost 2,500 health. So it's they're tough. So we made our way to the bottom, exit out into Ash Lake, where we found the other big Hydra, the bonfire. Then we took on the Hydra. Got him to do his little leap across the path into the other side of the lake. And he'll also go back and forth if you're out of reach. So there's no safe side in that immediate area. So we took him on, as well as the two man-eating clams that decided to attack us. Got two dragon scales from him. Two Titanite from one of the clams. Just kind of continued down the path, some more dragon scales here and there. And then we found a small tree stump that had the Great Magic Barrier. A Miracle of Havel the Rock. So Havel the Rock is probably again with the Way of Whites, hence why he's a battlefield compatriot of Gwyn. So yeah, a lot of connections there. So, and after grabbing that, we continued on down the path, another Manini clam, and at the very end was the Stone Dragon, apparently a descendant of the ancient dragons. Yeah, he is immortal, so you can't kill him, so don't even bother. We did cut his tail off to get the Dragon Greatsword. A very powerful Ultra Greatsword if you have the strength, and we don't, so probably never will. So. But it's there if you want it. So, after that, I think we joined the Path of the Dragon. Yeah, Path of the Dragon. Yeah. Gave up some of the scales to at least get to rank 1. I think we need like another 10 or so to get to rank 3. No, not rank 3, rank 2 to get the torso. I think all I have right now is just the head. Yeah, just the head. So, oh well. So I need some more dragon scales, so I know where to get them. It's going to take some time, but and that was it, really. Yeah, that was it. Just progressed some quest lines, ended one, down the Great Hollow, down to the Ash Lake, and that was it. That was it. I planned on it being short, but I kind of took a little bit longer in the Hollow because I was trying to remember where the lizards are, but I didn't remember. And again, I apologize for that, but I did find them. I did find them. Yep. In fact, between episodes, I cheated a bit. Well, cheat with the big air quotes. I utilized I won't say exploit, but with the PS5, you can disable auto-syncing of cloud saves. So if you manually upload a save, your console save to the cloud, it'll create kind of like a save state. So in the Great Hollow, I would go find a crystal lizard, upload a save file to the cloud, kill the crystal lizard. If it didn't drop a Titanite slab, I would re-download the save from the cloud, reverting just before the crystal lizard. But if he did drop a slab, then I would upload that save file to the cloud again. Basically just kind of like a loop until all of them dropped the slab for me, which they did. It took a little while, but they do drop them. I think the base chance is about 10%, give or take. 10 humanity in the Covetous Serpent Ring doesn't give 4 times the drop chance, but it does shift it to make it appear more likely to appear. So yeah, so I did do that for all the other crystal lizards. So I do have a ton of slabs on hand. I think I have like 12 or so. Yeah. Yep. So we have all the slabs we'll ever need. So yeah. Yay for exploiting features. So that's basically all I did. I just went to each crystal lizard, try and get the slab from them, and I did. And that's basically all I did. Just get as many slabs as I could, just so I have them, because I want to try some other weapons as well. But I need slabs for that, and the Dark Wraiths can drop them, but it is very rare. Again, like with max item find, it's like 0.8%, give or take. Yeah, so. Yep. And then for today, we're going down to the Tomb of the Giants. Yep. Because we actually want Patches to be a merchant. In order for him to be a merchant, we have to beat Nito. So that's the plan. Tomb of the Giants. Yeah, because we'll find Patches down there, Rhea's down there, the next step of the Divine Embers down there, Silver Serpent Rings down there, another Black Knight's down there. Yeah, so it's a bunch of stuff. All right, and our equipment for today, starting off with Quelaag's Fury Sword +5. Yeah, because there will be skeletons down there, and skeletons are, I believe, are weakest to fire, so this weapon should help. It's probably not the best, but it's the best we got for for skeletons. Oh, I did grab. We actually went back down to New Londra ruins to get some more transient curses, and one of the ghosts was kind enough to drop the jagged ghost blade. Yep. Yeah, jagged blade wielded by New Londra ghosts, violent thrust attack. One of the cursed weapons inflicts damage to ghosts. So now we have that, which is cool. But again, our equipment for today. Sorry about that little tangent. Goyak's Fury Sword +5. Our Petrus Staff. Iron Round Shield +14. I would upgrade this to +15, but our stability doesn't really go up that much. I mean, it does go up, but it's like less than 1. So it's not really worth it, I would say. But so it's going to be stuck at +14 probably for the rest of the playthrough because it's not worth it. I have the Witch's Hat +5. With all the Crystal Lizards, they all drop 2 Twinkling Titanite for sure. So all 10 Crystal Lizards gave us like 20 Twinkling Titanite in total. So I used a bunch of them to upgrade this hat +5. Because I love this hat. We're probably going to be wearing it from now on, just because. And the rest of the armor is the Dark Armor set. Armor, Gauntlets, and Greaves. I think it looks cool. Especially since we're going to go down to darkness. Might as well be dark. Bellowing Dragon Crest, because we're going to be utilizing Soul Spear, hopefully. Hopefully it one-shots, but we'll see. I wasn't quite sure what to put here, so we'll just have the Chloranthy Ring for now. Howl's Ring won't give us the light load, so... just something, I guess. Standard recovery speed can never go wrong. Here are the stats. Level's the same. Looking pretty good. I currently have 2 copies of Great Soul Arrow. That might change here in a moment. Soul Spear and Cast Light, because we will need Cast Light. So, yep. Alright. I think we're ready to go. Should we get this show on the road? Alright. Well, first things first, we actually need to talk to Griggs. Because Logan has moved on. Because once, he probably moves on before, but once you for sure replace the Lord Vessel, Logan leaves. He'll leave for the archives, so what do you gotta say, Griggs?
Oh, there you are. Just so you know, Master Logan has left on his own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Anor Londo. I intend to search for him. Only before I leave, there is one thing I wish to do. You see, Master Logan has left most of his books. With them, I could teach you Logan sorcery. You have done much to assist me. Before I leave on this journey, I will teach you all that Logan has to share.
Yep. Because once Logan leaves, you can actually buy 2 more spells from Griggs. That's kind of why I left 1 spell for him. So he wouldn't go, so we can get 2 more copies of 2 spells.
Oh, hello. You made it. Then let us begin. As promised, I shall bequeath Master Logan's sorcery to you.
Alright. Well, before that, anything else?
It's not that I'm concerned for Master Logan's welfare. Even in this treacherous land, Logan's skills are unmatched. He is a true hero. No, the reason I seek Logan is, well, it's really my own conceit now, isn't it?
Well, you are wearing the Black Sorcerer stuff. You are a spy for Vinheim, so what other means would you need to follow Logan just to keep an eye on him?
It's not that I'm concerned for even in no, well...
Alright. Yep. So when Logan leaves, Griggs will now sell Soul Spear and Homing Soul Mass. Yep. So you can get 2 copies of these per playthrough. So we will buy Soul Spear. In fact, I dipped into my hard soul savings in order to get enough souls for this. So I consumed I think 5 different souls. Yeah, so you want Soul Spear for sure. Crystal Soul Spear would be nice, but that would require us to go to the Duke's Archives. I'd rather do that next. But
all right, that'll do it. That should help you on your journey. May we meet again.
May we meet again. All right. Let's equip our Soul Spear. we have 8 copies of Soul Spear. Hopefully that would be enough. We put on full control because now I'm going to go down into the catacombs. Into the catacombs. Alright, so I'm going to... Well, I'm going to cut the journey out. Once we get to like Pinwheel's boss arena, then I'll come back. But yeah, this is going to take a hot minute. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Yep, so here we are. Pinwheel's boss arena. Yep. Had to do some quick drop downs. Made a pit stop at Vamos in order to get our cast light back. Yeah. Had to dip and dodge the pinwheel skeletons. But here we are, back at Tomb of the Giants. Alright. First order of business is to find the bonfire. Yep, there is one down here. And talking about bonfires, I wish Vamos was a bonfire. I mean, I wish Vamos' bonfire was a warpable one. That would be so much more convenient. Especially if you want to go upgrading like a fire weapon. You know, you don't have to run through the catacombs. You can just, you know, warp to them. But oh well. Oh well. So, all right. Tomb of the Giants. Yeah, very, very dark. Unless you have a skull lantern from the necromancers, or cast light, or the sunlight maggot. Yeah, it's a little sunlight maggot is a special helmet you get in Lost Izalith that has like a permanent cast light above your head. So. But we don't have either one, so we're just going to use cast light. Actually, we'll use the slumbering dragon crest. Should have put this on before I cast it. So now we can see a little bit in front of us. A little prism stones marking the path. You can actually see glowing eyes in the distance. Can't lock onto them because they're too far. Yep. Big old skeletons. Respectable. Alright. Respectable, respectable. So I think Soul Spear should one-shot them, but I hope so. You can actually see down into Lost Izalith, the Demon Ruins. In fact, I think Quelaag's domain is actually right down there. Right? That little jaunt there is the exit out of her arena. Not arena, past the second bell. I think that's the way. I think, anyway. There's an item there, but I don't think we can get to it from here. We could drop down here. Nope, first things first. Bonfire, bonfire, bonfire. So I don't want to do that running through the pinwheel skeletons. Once was enough. There are giant skeleton archers, so... Alright, 2 shots, that's good. Another reason why I have the iron round shields again, deflects even large opponents. Soldier. You can see the eyes of another skeleton down there. And there's another one. You can see the eyes. I think the archers are up there. Yeah, I think. Maybe just follow the... Oh. Okay, so you can't quite block that. No, you can block it, I just didn't have any stamina. Yep. There are the archer arrows. They do act like the great arrows from Anor Londo. They will knock you back. There's an item right there. We're going to slide down, but we're going to hold right. So hopefully we can slide to the right. There we go. Humanity? We'll take it. Yep, and it's just a little drop down. Here's our friend. Patches. Trusty Patches. But before we talk to him, we're actually going to swing around this way. Ladder right here. This leads us to the bonfire. Yep. The only bonfire in the area. It's really quiet down here. I don't like that. It's really eerie. Right. So in fact, we will we'll upgrade this bonfire. Again, it's the only one down here, so might as well make use of it. So if we die to Nito, we actually spawn here. Alright, now we're good. I don't know if I want to spoil this yet. Alright, so no, we'll go talk to Patches. What's up, Patches?
What, you again? Well, well, you've been a stranger. It's good to see you well, my darling. All right. You came at the perfect time. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but we're friends now. I'll split it with you, in any case. Have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
It'll shimmer us blind, huh?
There, that hole. Take a closer look.
Oh, Patches. Never change. Never change.
Where's the issue? What's your problem? Take a peep in the hole and check out that treasure.
Alright. I want to say he gets hostile if you keep questioning him, but... we'll check it out. Treasure!
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Oh, Patches. Never change. But well, he wasn't wrong. There is treasure down here. There's a skull lantern. So if you didn't get one back of the catacombs, there's one right there. There is an item up here. Yeah, go get it. I think it's just a soul item. Chunk. Yeah, you pick it up and these little skeleton pillar things spawn. That's good. Yes, they hurt. Biggie is that they could hit multiple times really quick succession. So if you're unlucky enough, you get close to them and you'll get slapped to death very quickly. Go. Quelaag's Fairy Sword. Yep. In fact, here are the items were over here. Actually, there are. Here the items were over here. Oh. Anybody else hear that? It's very quiet. I wonder what that was. I don't know. Anyway, let's try to switch over the Hornet Ring. Yep. Immediately to the right of the items, we have Rhea. Rhea of Thurland.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Well, there is something to be done, but I have to put them down. And to answer your question, who would let such strong spirits be hollows? Well, that would be Lord Gwyn. Yep. Because according to Kath, I think, he shackled man and bound us to, like, I don't quite remember the exact words he used, but Gwyn's responsible for the shackling of man. So.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. They were one who...
Alright. So, before she says anything else, we gotta go take care of her former escorts. Yep. Vince and Nito. Or Nico. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Varia Nox. I'm sorry. No. With them down, we can talk to Rhea again.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
And we get the Replenishment Miracle, which slowly restores HP over time. And it wasn't your fault, Rhea. The fault lies in Petrus and his cowardice, and in the Church of, Thurland? The Way of White, yep. Sent you on a fool's errand, basically.
I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
You're quite welcome. Alright, so now she should move on. She should move back up top. Put that back on. I wished Beatrice's witch hat here also boosts sorcery damage like the Dust Crown and the Sun Crown, but I don't know. Or Gwendolyn's crown, I mean. But I wish maybe like 5%. Nothing much. I just wish it did. Yep. And then to get out of here, you just got to move past Nico, past this guy. Or these guys, apparently. There's like another 2 back there. These guys do also have like a little body slam type move. Just kind of basically like headbutt you, basically. Just be careful. Up a pretty long ladder. Dead end? Nope. Illusory wall, yep. But if we go this way... Hey, there's the bonfire. Hey, this is where we actually slide down. And hey, here's Patches. Patches, Was that necessary, man? Was that necessary?
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Yeah. One of these, he gives you something with one of these, but I don't quite remember which one. I hope this doesn't make him hostile.
Oh, for heaven's sake, let's not mope about, eh? You're still alive? I said I'm sorry. Wait, I know. Here, take this. It proves something, doesn't it?
There we go. You say no, he gives you twin humanities. And an evil chuckle. So, I wonder where you got the humanity from, huh? Anything else?
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you?
Alright. Alright. I'm going to take a quick rest. I want to make sure I have, all my casts of Castlight, because we need all of them. Although, we have the Skull Lantern now, but I'd rather not rely on it. Alright. Alright, so. He's going to be here until we beat Gravelord Nito. So, until we beat Nito, he'll still be here. We could go that way, which takes us forward, or we'll take this little side path again. This led us. There's this illusory wall right here, so you could get down there without talking to Petrus first. Yeah. So those little arrow guys. Hidden body would probably be a good idea, but help you avoid some of these arrow guys, or help prevent you from getting aggroed by these guys. You can see them, but we can't lock onto them. I don't think you can get up there. You can get up here, but nope. Yeah, arrows hurt. Get him to. So we can actually climb this ladder, which will take us back. Oop. I hate you. We can get arrowed as we climb. Oh, that was close. This will actually take us back out. There's a little drop down there. Ooh, hello. Actually, this is a good test. Will this kill you? Good. Just out of range, thank God. Yep, you can see little prism stones. That's actually where we came in, right above us. So what we're gonna do is gonna ladder here. Can we just drop down? I think we can just drop down. Ladder up. And item here. And there's Pinwheel's Boss Arena. This is the start of the area right here. So there is a way out. So if you accidentally come down here, slide down the coffins, you can come back out. So don't worry. But we're not going to go out. We're actually going to go back down. We'll drop down, grab 3 Eyes of Death. I'm going to do this little drop down here to get this item. Just drop down. And we're going to do this. This is what I think it is. It's probably going to be the... Yeah, this is the most dangerous part in this little area. This little area. Son of a bitch. Making me waste my shots. I can't have that. Right above us, damn it. It does nothing. Go. At least we got one of them. Yeah, we can see at least 3 more in the distance. Don't want to waste my arrows. Yeah, we're too close. This is gonna suck. We might die in this room. Don't move. Soul arrows pierce. Okay, so we got lucky there. We got lucky the one guy just decided just to stand there. Slowly walk. Oh. Crap. I'll take a hit. Free aim. Alright. That was lucky. That was lucky. Yeah, there's 6 of those giant skeletons in this room alone, so if you're not careful, they will overwhelm you very quickly. So, best idea is just kind of group them by this little ladder here and try to figure out a way to just kind of pick them off one by one. Brave warrior? Cool. Yeah, I was trying to see what I could shoot down here, but I couldn't figure it out. I thought you could land on this, but I guess you can't. Oh well, oh well. This room should be cleared. And here we have the large divine ember. Yep. Large divine ember of secret church rites, intended for select divine blacksmiths. It allows reinforcements up to +10, on par with the very weapons of the gods. Yep. So, for all you faith people, that's an ember you want. Yeah. Again, you know, divine weapons do extra damage against skeletons, so they probably would be a good idea for down here. Actually, I wonder if my claymore does anything. I wonder how that does. But that's all that's over there. There's nothing else over here. Yeah. There's no drop down or anything. At least I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing down there. Oop. Alright, let's go back to the bonfire. Rest up. Get our soul spears back because we're going to need them. Now we just move on. Not a whole lot to this area, to be honest. The biggie is Patches, Rhea, the Ember, and Nito, basically. Take it very slowly from here. Yeah. Skeleton dogs. Hopefully this one-shots. If this is not one-shot, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, thank God. Because if you can slowly walk, you can just get into lock-on range, cast a spear without them aggroing. Oh yes, oh, I'm sorry. There is another bonfire, I forgot. I forgot about that one. Yeah, we can see it from here, so that we do know there's another one down there. I completely forgot about that one. I tend to use that one most often. So I think you can actually warp to that one over there. But I forgot, I'm sorry. What I do know is that there is a Black Knight. There's a halberd Black Knight over here. I think it's just past the fog wall. Yep, we can hear him. There he is. I might need to change my weapon. Oops. No, I think we'll be good. Okay. Oh, we got another Black Knight halberd and a white chunk. Sweet. All right. There's another archer over there, but don't rush because of that. You can hear him through the darkness, so just kind of slowly walk. Last thing you want to do is get these, there he is. Trust me, you don't want to deal with those dogs, so just take it easy. There's an item over there. Okay. Yeah, because the dogs don't have the glowing eyes, which is kind of poopy. Shot, not bad. I think it's around here. I'm gonna drop it. I think it's around here that there's a drop down. Nope, not there. See some more eyes. Well, we're gonna go grab the bonfire. We're gonna try and find that first. Bonfire first, and then we'll check for the drop down. So here we go. Actually, having a prism stone is not a bad idea. Just mark our path. There we go. We'll go this way. I think this will lead us to the item we saw in the distance. Yep. This should be a shield, if not mistaken. Effigy shield. Nice. Effigy shield. Yep. It's an okay shield. Very good lightning defense. 90%. Wow. 90 physical, 90 lightning. Who else does lightning at this point? Sanctuary Guardian does. Only other one. Yeah. We'll probably keep that in the back pocket with the Sanctuary Guardian. Frightful occult shield defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. Yep. Really cool looking shield. See if I can. Lighting doesn't help, so yeah, lighting doesn't help, so it is a really cool looking shield once we get outside. Or back to the light anyway. Yep, so there was a plot to kill the gods, and they got their hands on occult weaponry. That's why the church locked the emperor away in the painting. That's why there was one found in the secret room in the Anor Londo. Can I snipe you from here? Almost. Yes, I can. Cool. Alright, come on. Ooh. Separate them wherever you can. Just take it easy. That's also kind of why we started off with Griggs. We get the other copy of the Soul Spear just for this. So it's here. I can still hear some. What's this way? Ah, here it is. Other bonfire. Nice. If we rest, we respawn the enemies. I don't want to do that. Right, but there's the other bonfire. Let's just clear out the rest of these enemies, and then we'll go back and grab the drop down. I think there's like a spot where there's like 3 of them. And there's one. We saw the other one just to its left. And there's another one. That might have been all of them. Cool. Hope that was all of them. All right. I think this way leads us out. Yes, this way leads us out. In fact, you can actually get a view of Ash Lake. I the view there, you know, just confirms it exists. So here's the way out. That's good. We found it. So let's backtrack a bit. I saw you item, but there was one over here. We have an item here. I think it's a chunk. Yep, white titanite chunk. Let's drop a prism stone. You can actually see an enemy. He'll pop out when we find that drop down. Let's go back. Let's go try and find that drop down. Because that drop down has a ring. One ring we really want. It's right over there. I think it's the way over here. I'm trying to remember where it was at. I think it's over here. Yeah, here it is. Or just lead us to where we already were. Yeah, at least says we were already here. Never mind. Never mind, that was wrong. That was wrong. Yeah. So it's not here. We have to go back up. Trying to remember where this is at. I think it's over here. It was by this body. Is that it? Only one way to find out. Yep, this is it. Okay. Alright, this is a trap. There are several just going near it causes them to spawn. There's that little body slam. Here we go. Alright. Yeah. Yep, 6 of them spawn. And these guys can drop white chunks. It is a rare drop, but they can drop them. Yep. I think it's the only thing they do drop is just white chunks, so. But the item they're regarding is a very good item. Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. Boosts all soul gains by 20%. Yep. This one stacks with the symbol of avarice. Symbol of avarice also boosts soul gain, and this will stack with that. So I think it gives you like another 40% with the both. This is just 20 by itself. So. The serpent is an imperfect dragon, a symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey, even larger than itself, has led to an association with gluttony. The silver ring, engraved with the serpent, rewards its wearers with additional souls for each kill. Yeah, so it's one of those things I would have liked back up in Anor Londo, but oh well. Oh well. Alright. What do I want to do? Well, let's go back to the bonfire we found. I think it's a safe drop. Yeah. Here we go. I think it's over here. Nope, it's not. Nope, it's not. We have to go down first. Head back to the bonfire we found. Trying to remember where it was at. Go down somewhere. Oh, yeah, there's this item as well. Brave soul. Alright, more souls. We'll take them. Now I'm already turned around. Let me just back up a bit more. This leads us to the shield. Oh, okay, here it is. All right. Yeah, the dogs respawn, but that's okay. We should be able to avoid them at this point. I think we're good. Okay, so we can't avoid them, never mind. Which is fine. I was quicker. No, we're not going to drop down. It's over here. You don't see me? Perfect. Whew, that was kind of close. It turned towards us because it heard us, but couldn't see us. All right. There we go. Oh, and don't know if it's. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Skull Lantern. I don't know. I think we're too far. There it is. It shows these blue lights. These blue lights will lead you directly towards Nito. So you have Skull Lantern out, you hold it up, blue lights will show the path forward. So that's really neat. Almost forgot about that. Because I never use it, so I'm like, it's like it's a little thing that's there, but I don't use it because I have, cast light. But all right, and now we have an old friend to deal with. Here's the edge of the Tomb of the Giants. Now there's light, so cast light is no longer needed. There's Ash Lake. You can see, it looks like the trees are holding up the world above us, holding up Lordran. Yeah. Very surreal looking. Anyway, we have a date. Leroy Jenkins. Yep. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead, heal. I don't care. We'll do the proper way. Dark Spirit, Paladin Leroy was vanquished. Gives us a humanity and 2 more humanity, Grant and Sanctus. Yep. Leroy. It was a pleasure. Yep. Yeah. He only invades once you put the Lord Vessel down. Once the golden light here is open, because you can come down here early, but there's a golden fall gate here that prevents you from going any further. Once you place the Lord Vessel down, this goes away, and then he'll invade it. He'll only invade when you're human, and when Nito is still alive. So if you want Grant and Sanctus and his armor set, you have to kill him before you get Nito. So he kind of like invades to kind of protect Nito in a sense. Yeah, 'cause I think he figured out the truth. Yeah, he figured out the truth behind the church and the Way of White and the Undead missions. We got his weapon, Grant's. A very good faith weapon. It is a great hammer. Again, 50 strength. Ain't gonna be using that. But very good divine modifier, yeah. A legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. This massive iron can only be lifted by those with inhuman strength, but it is blessed and very effective against agents of dark. Yep. And I think it's only good against skeletons. I don't think it will do extra damage against dark wraiths like Artorias' sword does, but yeah. 30% extra damage for skeletons. We'll take it. And he also gave us Sanctus. 95% physical. It's an okay shield. The best part, well, yeah, 18 faith, so we do have enough to use it, but yeah. Legendary weapon of the Way of White, grant you undead paladin long ago. Once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded. So that it provides only slight HP recovery. Yeah, I think it's a 2 HP second, I believe. Yeah, not a lot, but it's definitely good if you're just gonna run around. Also kind of like how it looks, that little yellow and white. Yeah, can't quite see it with the lighting here, but it's really cool. It's like a big flower. Yeah, just have it on your back, get your stamina recovery your HP recovery that way. Alright, that done, we'll take this, and we'll put on the serpent ring. Just got the slow march towards Nito. Should be another one of those things. Yeah. I think one spawns behind us, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's an archer over there. Oh, I was gonna get you both. You decided to jump and run. Yep, yeah, the dangerous part was the one archer shooting at you through these little bone pillars and then the one skeleton in the corner. But he's not too bad. No, not too bad. Here we go. Yep, copies of Pinwheel. These guys can drop the various masks. It is a low chance drop. They can also drop white chunks, and they can rarely drop white slabs. So if you want a +10 divine weapon or a +5 occult weapon, these are the guys you want to kill. Although I think you can get a white slab. I think there's a white slab in here somewhere. But if you want more than one, you gotta get them. All right, so we need to kill them quickly, because otherwise they're going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, they're just going to sit back, shoot projectiles at us. Clear out the room first, then take care of them. Kill the enemies, then loot. Alright, so one thing to take note with the water, once you step in, undead, well, skeleton babies will pop out. Yeah, there we go. Yep. They infinitely respawn, and they can drop humanity. Yep. If you're quick enough, you can actually pick up humanity off of them before they disappears. But first things first, we gotta take care of those pinwheel guys. Pinwheel guys, and then we'll loot the room. Oh, they also inflict toxic. I forgot about that. Let's go get these pinwheel guys. So there's 4 shots. That's 3 shots, I mean. Drop anything. One of you dropped something. Yeah, one of them dropped a chunk. And another chunk. Cool. Let's just get out of here. Alright. Now we go and loot. Ignore the little babies, they're not worth it. Well, they are worth it, but you gotta sit here for a while to get a lot of humanity out of them. Back up this way to this corner, because there's this item over here. Soul of a Hero? Alright. Can just avoid them if you want. Don't think there's any more items down there, but I'll just double check. That's the way down. Drop down here. I don't think there's any illusory walls down here, so... Alright. Alright, so let's go up. Drop down here. I think this is the slab. There it is, the white slab. Yep. Guaranteed. And you guarantee 1. What are you guys doing up here? You never come out of the water. Why are you coming out of the water? They're not supposed to come out of the water. I mean, they're supposed to spawn in the water, but I've never seen them come out of it. That's a first. Might be because we're on a PS5. Probably, but... Soul item, cool. Let's top off. Let's see, half would be what, 35? We were really close. I can't add another weapon. Oh well. Stick with the Quelaag sword, or just, yeah, I'll stick with the Quelaag sword. Alright. Here is Gravelord Nito. If you want the Covenant items for Nito, do not go through the fog. go back to the catacomb, get into the coffin, and that's the only way you can interact with the Covenant at that point. But I think once you pass through the fog here, the Covenant no longer becomes available. If you kill Nito, it no longer becomes available. So if you want the Covenant items from him, do that before this. At this point, the only thing we can get from him is a Gravelord Sword Dance, the better version of it, the stronger version. I think we have enough to do it. Do I want to do this right now? Not really. That means I have to go out and then back in, and I don't want to do that. But I should. Nah, screw it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Never mind. Nope. I don't care for it. It's just a upgraded, better scaling from the current one we have, but yeah, I don't feel like doing it. I think we have enough Eyes of Death for it, but yeah. Alright, Nito. He does have skeletons with him, respawning skeletons, because Nito is considered a necromancer for this fight. So the skeletons in his arena will respawn. But the key to this fight is to not go too far into the arena, to stick by the entrance, have Nito come to you. Although Nito does have an arena-wide attack, he'll like plunge his sword into the ground, causing his sword to pop out below you. So, yeah, you can dodge it. It is kind of tricky to dodge, but yeah. So the biggie with this fight is his respawning skeletons. He has a pretty big AOE attack if he decides to do it. All in all, he's actually not that bad. He is kind of slow, but in fact, I should probably change this out. I think his AOE attack does magic damage. And let's get this one. All right, Nito. We're gonna magic you to death, hopefully. Yeah, unless you have like fall control, you will take damage from this fall. I don't think we have a ring that prevents fall damage. I don't think there's one in this game. Yeah, there's not one in this game, so. Alright, we're gonna take some damage here. That's fine. Drop down and heal. Alright. There he is. Do your little range attack. See these little skeletons. There it is. Can we block this? Nope. Okay. Don't know the timing to that, so he's gonna probably hit us all the time. I should probably get some blooming moss clumps. That's good damage. It does have an AoE. There it is. We're stuck. It's gonna hurt. I think it does magic damage. Alright. Pop off. careful, we're gonna get hit. It's pretty big range. Just for the extra souls. Humanity and the Lord's soul. Alright, so we got the souls. Let's put our hat back on. Yep. Gravelord Nito. Yeah, he's a pretty straightforward fight. Yeah, just stay near the entrance here because there are giant skeletons in the back, and they are also tied to Nito like a necromancer. So if you get too far back in there and aggro the big guys, this fight gets a lot more messier. A lot more messier. And I didn't know Nito inflicted toxic. Yeah, that would... Yeah, so luckily we didn't get toxic, because that would have been bad. One way to deal with this little skeleton minions is, again, just use a divine weapon. Divine weapons prevent skeletons from rising from the dead. So you can take out a divine weapon, take out his little skeletons here, stay in the entrance, and all you have to do is deal with Nito one-on-one. So, yeah. If we come back here, hey, we have 1, 2, looks like 2 at least. Nope, 3. 3 giant skeletons back here. So, all right. Rest up. We're not going to level up. We're actually going to use that money to buy some stuff from Patches. They should not be available as a merchant. Alright. We actually need to do a quick quit and reload in order to get this body to spawn. Because like with King Jeremiah, Paladin Leroy's armor set is on his body. But his body only spawns when you like reload the area after beating him. Yep. There he is. This is what happens to Leroy. Paladin helmet, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. A very, very good armor set. Yeah, very good. It's probably near the bottom. There he is. Yeah, very good defenses, kind of heavy, but definitely worth it. Helmet of Leroy, Paladin of the Catacombs. Long ago, the Way of White produced its first undead, a paladin in golden armor. With the legendary treasures Grant and Sanctus, Leroy set out for Lordran, land of the gods, and the first undead mission of the Way of White. He was the first. We'll probably put that on at some points. Alright. And with that, we should be done. All we got left is to go to the parish. Catacombs. Which bonfire is this? Well, I want to check. I don't remember this one. This is Vamos. I'm going to be upset. No, it should be the entrance to the catacombs. It is Vamos. God damn it. Alright, so I guess it doesn't show up unless you actually sit here. I thought I did sit here. I don't know. It wasn't on my list earlier, so I guess I guess once you get the Lord Vessel, you have to sit at the bonfire to show up. Or I never actually sat here. I think I might have lit it, but I don't think I've sat. That's really annoying. I could have saved so much time if we were there. Alright. Well, do you have homeward bones?
An ember, do you? Ah, forget about it. I don't deal with that kind. What has gone wrong with embers these days?
Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had an ember on me, and I didn't realize he had a dialogue for that. But so you have homeward bones. Cool. Let's get to heal him. All right.
If that'll be all, then you'll.
So I'm guessing it wasn't on the warp list because I didn't rest at it. I split it. That could have saved me a lot of trouble. This one should be the first bonfire in the tomb by Patches. Let me just confirm it. I want to make sure. I think it's the one by Patches, unless it's the one further down. Yeah, this is the one by Patches. Okay. All right. Altar of the Gravelord should be in his tomb. Actually, can we still interact with his coffin? I believe we can't do the Covenant anymore, but if we still can. Alright, no, we can't. Okay. Yeah, it's no longer in the list. Alright. So now let's go to the Undead Parish. We want to talk to Andre, turn in our Ember, and go back to Firelink Shrine, because then Patches should be there. Actually, before we do, we'll deal with Ray and we'll deal with Petrus at the same time. Andre, my man, I got something for you.
Oh, my. What a brilliant ember you have there. I've only heard legends of such specimens. The embers used for the secret rites of divine blacksmiths. Perhaps you could lend it to me. I've long dreamed of forging divine weapons.
Andre, for you, anything.
Splendid. Splendid. Thank you. Andre of Astora never disappoints. I assure you.
Alright. Now we can upgrade our Divine Claymore. Although we have no need for it anymore. But we can if we want.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Oh, we will. We will. Don't worry. Alright. We turned in the Ember. We rescued Rhea, so she should be up here in the parish as well. Should be in this church here. Out of the way. Alright. And she should be at the altar. Yep, here she is. Rhea, my dear, how are you?
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again.
My lady, we want some miracles.
Would a miracle be of any help to you? I would be most pleased if that was so. May we discuss miracles then?
Learn gesture, prayer. Cool. I think she's a covenant for the Way of White. Let's talk first.
Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and turned into hollows. My prayers did them no good. It is my ignorance, my frailty that has sealed their fates. Perhaps Petrus realized my weakness all along, and thus made the decision to abandon me. I can hardly blame him now.
Oh, Petrus didn't abandon you because of your frailty and your weakness. He did it because he's evil. We'll deal with him, don't worry.
Vince and Nico were fooled and thus I can...
Alright. So she sells Divine Blessings. Only one. We won't buy that. She sells a Talisman, which you already have. And she sells Heal. Great Heal Excerpt. Homeward Force. But it's these three right here. Great Heal, Wrath of the Gods, and Magic Barrier. Yep. Great Miracle cast by advanced clerics. Restores high HP. Great Heal is a long tail, only learned by a select few. No caster will be displeased by the bountiful life that it yields. No, it will not be displeased indeed, because it's like an 8 times magic adjust mod. So it's a lot. So we'll buy that. Wrath of the Gods. Primal form of force. Great powerful shockwave. Wrath of the Gods was an epic tale that tatered over time and devolved into the modern force. This primal form of force emits a shockwave that also inflicts damage. Very powerful, very fast. Yeah, I think it does physical damage, I think. Yeah, it's nuts. Actually, I think it does magic damage, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's physical, but... Magic Barrier. Miracle of Bishop Havel the Rock. Yeah, this coding greatly boosts magic defense, assisting warriors who must face the magic which Bishop Havel countered so proficiently. Yep. Alright. That's all we want to buy from her. Well, we'll take Force as well. Yep. And that's it. We don't want to buy everything from her because that will cause her to disappear. And we don't want that to happen yet.
Then be safe. Farewell, Verionox.
Verionox. Yeah, because I think if you buy all of her miracles, she'll get abducted. She'll be abducted into the Duke's archive, so we don't want that to happen just yet. And we also have to deal with another gentleman. Alright, Petrus, you have answers we need. Talk.
Oh, it's you. You rescued milady. Well, a pity that is, for it will amount to nothing. For the little madam is not worth her salt without her family name.
That's only 14, I mean... We could, I guess. Fine, we'll take it. We'll take a thorough talisman as well.
Come again. Oh, miracle?
Alright.
Come again.
Well, he's a treacherous person. You deserve a beating, sir. Take that.
Why? How could I? What did I do wrong?
You abandoned your station. You have succumbed to the temptation of evil. Give me your humanity. Yep. We did want to kill Petrus, because if you left him alone after talking to him like that, he will kill Rhea. He will straight up kill her. Because if you either quit reload, warp away, warp back, whatever, Rhea will be gone, and Petrus will have her talisman. And as well as a bit more humanity, so yeah, we want to kill Petrus. We don't like him. So, Rhea is safe. I don't think she has anything to say about Petrus is gone, but we want to do that before he kills Rhea. And if you go over here, yeah, he's snoozing. You can wake him up. You just got to hit him once, just once. If you hit him more than once, he'll go away. We don't want that to happen, so just hit him once if you want to wake him up. It doesn't matter what weapon you use. He has like several thousand, like he has more health than like several bosses combined. So you can't kill him. There's no way to do it, not without cheating. So, and we'll hit him here. Just
No,
yes,
I'm fine.
600
I'm fine.
Barb
Well, I'm
didn't
wide
even
awake.
notice movement.
Don't treat me like an old withering snake.
Because you are an old withering snake, you fool.
I am. Is it?
Do we have anything to spare? Nah, I don't think I have anything.
Farewell.
Alright. Hey, look who decided to show up. Yep. Once you beat Nito and Patches is not angry at you, he will show up here. And he's now a merchant with some goody goodies. So, talk to us, Patches.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Better not be any funny business. Prostration. Anything else?
Here, have you met that backwoods Shiva? Believe me on this one, my love. The man is trouble. I can see it in his eyes. I just can. No doubt about it. Watch him.
Yeah. Again, with Shiva, there was a cut content with Shiva, the forest hunter. So like he was supposed to portray us at one point. I guess that was kind of there to tell us about it. But Patches has quite a things to say about some people.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, my love. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
Patches. As much as we don't like it, that is true. Solaire is an idiot, but he's an awfully strong idiot at that. So just nod your head and keep him on your side. Yeah.
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, my love. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
Yep, and Patches is right. We also got, I think we got a dialogue from Oswald about, how, we are no different from Petrus, and we're both bathed in sin, so, yeah. Patches knows what's going on with these people, so listen well.
Boy, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, my love. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down, so watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare.
Yeah, he cut down the bonfire keeper for her humanity, so.
I'm done with the looting, and one...
Alright, that's all he has to say, but he has some good stuff. He's got 3 Eyes of Death, a Divine Blessing, although it's ridiculously priced, And he's got some Prism Stones. We should probably grab some more. How about, let's grab like another 40. I mean, they're not expensive, so we'll just grab 40. It's got 3 humanity, 10,000 a pop, no thanks. 120 humanity for 20. got some miracles, probably from some of the clerics he's stripped bare. And he's got some weapons. A crescent axe, yep. Canvas talisman. I think this is a starting talisman for the cleric class. Yep. Canvas talisman is for clerics on pilgrimage. Equip talisman to cast miracles. Yep. It's got some really good faith scaling. It's gonna be one of your better scaling ones until you get the Dark Moon Catalyst. So it's probably gonna be your go-to catalyst for most of the game. Yeah, we'll buy it. The Crescent Axe, a faith weapon. I think it's considered a halberd. No, it's considered an axe, but it looks like a halberd. Yep. It's got a 120 divine modifier. We can use it if we want. We got two-handed though, but we could use it. Though we won't get much out of it because we don't have a lot of faith. But a well-used old bronze battle axe with a long hilt and a crescent-shaped blade. One of the blessed weapons of the Way of White. The crescent axe is bequeathed to cleric warriors who have proven their faith. One of the, I think it was Nico? No, I think it was Vince. I think Vince had a crescent axe, so yeah, we'll buy it. Yep, he only sells the one, so if you want more than one, you gotta do more than one playthrough. He sells the masks. Because we got the father from Pinwheel. This mask belonging to the kindly mother slightly raises HP. Again, I think it's like 5%. Yeah, but this mask belonging to the naive child slightly raises stamina recovery speed. Can never go wrong with recovery speed. But this is what I really want from him. The cleric armor set. This is the same armor set that Vince and Nico are wearing. Petrus wears a different colored one. It's slightly darker, but you can't get that one. You can only get this one. But, very pretty heavy, very solid defenses. Helm worn by the warrior clerics of the Way of White, who are famous for being unyielding in battle. It is rather substantial in size and weight, making its wearer look even bigger than he actually is. Right. Anything else?
I'm done with the loot and one. Right. Good stuff, eh? Don't you forget who got it for you.
I won't, don't worry. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you this time. Alright. Anything else I want to do? I don't think Donald has anything new for us just yet. I think Anastasia has a new dialogue I forgot about. I think when you put the Lord Vessel down, I think she has new dialogue. Just want to make sure.
Forgive me. I am impure. Please, if you have any heart, leave. I wish not to. Forgive. I am impure. Please, leave. I wish.
Alright, I thought she had some more, but I guess not. Do I have a Firekeeper soul? No, I don't. Alright. I thought she has a new dialogue somewhere, but I guess not. Alright. Oh, let's get the last of the spells from Griggs.
Oh, hello. You made it. As promised.
Yep, so now we're done with Griggs. Let's get another catalyst. I think we're gonna need it.
It's not that I'm concerned for even in... No, well... All right. That'll do it. That should help you on your journey. May we meet again.
Alright. And I think at this point he'll now leave. He'll try and go after Big Hat Logan, but... like all the others who leave Firelink Shrine, nothing good comes of them, I guess.
Oh, hello. Then let us, as promised.
Right.
Goodbye then.
Okay. Alright. I think if we rest, he should go. He's still still here? Yes, you are. Why are you still here? You should be gone by now. Do I have to quit and reload for him to go? Alright, you're still here. Why are you still here? I thought I got all your stuff from you.
Oh, hello. Then, goodbye then. Do stay.
I don't understand. He
Oh,
should be
hello,
gone by
then,
now.
It's not that I'm concerned for even if no. Well, it's not that I'm concerned. Goodbye then. Do.
Alright, whatever. Whatever. Alright. Or does he leave because we haven't gone to the archives yet? That's probably it. But anyway. Alright. And with that, I'll call an episode. Yep. We did the Tomb of the Giants. I think we did Tomb. I think we did one thing. What did we do before? Oh. Actually, the first thing we did was we bought another copy of Soul Spear from Griggs. Yeah, because once Logan leaves, Griggs will sell you another copy of Soul Spear and Homing Soul Mass. So you can get 2 copies per playthrough. So the first thing we did was grab another copy of Soul Spear because we needed the extra copy for the Tomb of the Giants. And then after we got that, we made our way down. Well, I made our way down. You joined me back at the bottom, outside of at Pinwheel's boss arena. And then at that point, we made our way to the Tomb of the Giants. A light devouring tomb at that. Yep. So the only way to really see past your feet is with cast light, which we used, and the other way is with the skull lantern, which we did find in the tomb, or with a headpiece called the Sunlight Maggot, which you can only get in the Demon Ruins. So the only real options we had at the time was cast light, which did work. Yeah, it did work. I think it has like a 5-minute duration, 3-minute duration, and with the lingering Dragon Crest ring, it's even longer. So yeah, cast light was all we needed to see in front of us. Yep. Yeah, we just kind of made our way through. Yeah. Luckily, Quaylag's Fury Sword did do a good number on the giant skeletons down there. It did 3-shot them, and having the iron round shield also helped out, causing the giant skeletons to bounce off of us. So all in all, that worked out really well. I was pleased. So just kind of made our way down, picking up items along the way, finding skeletons along the way. I think the first thing we did once we got down there was found the first bonfire of the tomb. Yep. We had to slide down 2 different coffins right next to Patches. It's to the left of there's a ladder that goes down, and that leads you to the bonfire. Yep. So we rested it there. We did kindle it up, because at the time I thought I was the only one, but because I forgot about the other one. But so once we kindled that, we did the Patches event. We talked to him. He told us about little treasures, asked us to go over to the ledge and look down, which we did. And then he swiftly kicked us in the butt. Yeah, knocked us down into the little area below. Yeah, the items we saw were 2 soul items and another skull lantern. So, and after that, we just kind of cleared out the little area of the skeleton pillars, picked up a white chunk, and then we found Rhea of Thurland. Yep, she's down there. Yep. Yeah, because once you beat Capra Demon and then once you beat Pinwheel, once you encounter Capra Demon, Rhea and company shows up, and once you beat Pinwheel, Rhea will be trapped down there. Vincent Nico will become hollowed, and Petrus will come back out saying, bad things happened. But yep, so we found Rhea, and we found 2 hollowed Nico and Vince, so we had to put them down. Yep. After that, after putting them down, we talked to Rhea again. She gives the replenishment miracle, which restores HP over time. And beware the cleric knights blessed by replenishment, for he shall not fall easily. Nope. Nope. So, talk to Rhea, she gives the miracle, and that kind of triggers her to come back out. We went back to Patches, confronted him. We said no to the forgiveness. He gave us 20 humanities, and at that point, he was basically done. So, we didn't have to interact with him again. At least not until we beat Nito. And then after that, I went, instead of going forward, we went back. Once you come out of the lower area where Rhea was, there's the path to the left, which kind of takes you to like a little pathway that leads back out of the tomb. So there is a way back out. Again, it's really, I wouldn't recommend it early on, not until you get the Lord Vessel to warp out, because otherwise it's a real pain in the butt climbing back out. But there is a way out. It's just a bunch more giant skeletons, some soul items, a humanity here. And after that, went back towards Patches and went forward. Crossed the little fog barrier, encountered the last of the Black Knights wandering Lordran. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the last one. Yeah, the last Black Knight. Outside of the kiln, anyway. Yeah. He wields a halberd, which he did draw for us. I wanted the shield, not the halberd. Anyway, so at this point, in order to get the shield, we have to go into the kiln to farm the Black Knights in there, but yeah, rather not. But yep. So dealt with the Black Knight, slowly crept through, not to aggro the bone dogs. Used Soul Spear to kind of one-shot them, thankfully. If it wasn't a one-shot, that would have been much, much worse, I'll say that. So, yeah, just kind of crept through there, picked up the effigy's shield, some more items, some chunks, white chunks. Found the other bonfire in the area that I completely forgot about. Fought through some more enemies. Found the drop down to the Silver Serpent Ring. Had defeated the little stone, or the skeleton pillar ambush that happens. And after that, we rested at the bonfire, made our way forward out of the tomb towards Nito's little lair, where we were then invaded by Paladin Leroy. Yeah, Paladin Leroy. Yeah, he only invades once you lift the golden fog by placing the Lord Vessel. So if you go down there early, you can get past the Tomb of the Giants, but Leroy won't invade. You have to place the Lord Vessel first. So yeah. Almost one-shotted him with the Soul Spear, but we let him heal, and then we did him the proper way. You know, the parry riposte. Yep. And then he dropped for us Grant and Sanctus, his weapon and his shield. We won't be using the weapon. We might use the shield. We'll see. After that, we went towards Nito's little lair, through some more skeleton pillars, some more giant skeletons, and came to the entrance where there were a bunch of copies of Pinwheel. I think there was like 5 of them, I think. So the first order of business was to take care of Pinwheel's copies. They did drop for us some white chunks. They can drop their masks, the various masks, and they can drop the white slab. Although the white slab is very rare and the masks are equally rare, or almost equally rare. I think it's like a 1% for each mask, so yeah. And the run back is kind of long, so it's not really worth it in my opinion, but so once we took care of the copies, we went around gathering the items, some more white chunks. There was one guaranteed white slab on a corpse. Had to fight through some of the skeleton babies that spawn in the little pool at the bottom. Nothing too bad. Yeah, those skeleton babies are an infinite respawning enemy that can drop humanity. But their corpses do disappear so you have a very short window to gather the humanity if they do drop it. But yeah, I still stick with the rats in the sewers and in the depths if you want humanity at this point. So they have a better drop chance. So yeah. Yep. And after that, we readied ourselves and took on Gravelord Nito. Yep. Yeah, he's not too bad. What makes this fight difficult is the other skeletons in the arena that are tied to him as a necromancer. Nito is treated like a necromancer for the skeletons in his arena, so unless you have a divine weapon, you're going to have to be killing those skeletons over and over again, or let Nito do it for you. Yeah, because Nito can kill the skeletons, but again, they'll just respawn, but anyway. Yep. Another thing is just to stick by the entrance, because if you get too far in, the giant skeletons will aggro, and it makes the fight a whole lot more difficult, unless you have like a divine weapon. But yeah, so we just stuck to the center, just kind of weed between the little skeletons, fired off as many soul spears as we had, which took him down to about, I think, a third health left. So at that point, it was just, wail on him, dodge his attacks, tank his little AoE blast. Yep. And then we beat him up. Yep. We got, I think, 2 humanity out of him, or at least 1 humanity out of him. And his Lord Soul, which I think I forgot to check out. Yep. Soul of Gravelord Nito, Verse of the Dead. Yep. This Lord Soul was discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Gravelord Nito administers the death of all manner of beings. The power of the soul is so great that it satiates the Lord Vessel, despite the fact that much of its energy has already been offered to death. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think, hold on, let me take a sip. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think Nito was in league with Gwyn when they placed the curse on humans. Because according to Kath, humans... well, I don't know if Kath says it exactly, but hollowed humans are immortal. They can't die. I mean, you can kill them, but they'll just rise back up again. So I think the way Gwyn made it so that humans permanently die is by using Gravelord Nito's power. Because Nito, again, is, first of the dead. He basically administers death to all beings, including the undead. So I think he and Gwyn kind of came together to put the curse on humans. Yeah, the only way for humans to die is with the Gravelord power. So, but once that link began to fade, humans were no longer affected by the power of the Gravelord. So I don't know. I believe Gravelord Nito was in cahoots with Gwyn in order to offer permanent death to humans, kind of thing. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, but we put him down, got his Lord Soul, and after that we reloaded the area, grabbed Paladin Leroy's armor set in the boss arena, warped to the Undead Parish, turned in the very large ember we got in the tombs to Andre, went to talk to Rhea, bought some miracles from her. She's now in the Undead Parish above us, in the Undead Church. Took the elevator down, talked with Petrus, gathered the last of his miracles, and then we blast him in the face with a soul spear because he deserved it. Yeah, if you don't kill Petrus at this point, he will kill Rhea, so regardless of what spells and miracles you bought from her, so yeah. Besides, Petrus deserves it. And after that, we went and talked with Patches, who now is over here in Firelink. Yep. He moves up here once Nito is dead and he's not hostile to us. So now he's a merchant. Bought most of the stuff I want from him. The only thing left to really buy from him is divine blessings and humanities. Yeah, I think I got everything else that I wanted. Yeah, he talked to him a bit. He told us about what he thought about some of the other peoples, which is kind of true for the most part. You know, Petrus is scum, Solaire's an idiot, an awfully strong idiot at that, and how Lautrec is mad. Yeah. So, yeah, pretty on the nose at that. And that was it. Yep, that's all we did. Did Tomb of the Giants, saved Rhea, killed Petrus, bought some stuff. Yep. And then next episode will be the Duke's Archives. At least a chunk of it. The Duke's Archives might be more than one episode. There is a lot to do up there, so either that's going to be a really long one. I don't know. I haven't quite thought about it yet, but we will do the Duke's Archives next. So, yeah. Up next, the Duke Archives. And then after that would be Lost Izalith, and then after that would be the DLC. And then after that would be the Killing the First Flame and the end of the game. Yep. Getting near the end. But still got some more farming to do. Got to get some more dragon scales. Got to get some more chunks to upgrade some more things. Lots of things to do. Yep. But again, that is for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.